So you have the anti-dynasty bill, you have the ICI bill. What about the impeachment of the Vice President? And the impeachment of the President? May mga usap-usapan rin yan.
Okay,
Will that be a priority as well?
Okay, I am totally for accountability, no? Walang question diyan, no? Pero ang dapat unang gawin diyan is pag-resume namin yung Committee on Rules, palitan yung rules of impeachment of the House of Representatives. Kasi binabasa ko ngayon yung ruling dahil nga madami nagsasabi may magpa-file, so dapat tumugma doon sa Supreme Court ruling assuming hindi nila baligtarin yon ng isang MR, di ba? So, ang nakita ko doon, hindi na automatic yung 1/3. Dati kasi, pag naka 1/3, automatic transmission to the Senate. Dito, kailangan padalan muna ng kopya yung akusado, dapat bigyan siya ng pagkakataon na sumagot. So, ang pagkaintindi ko doon, dadaan muna siya sa Committee on Justice. Tapos, tatalakayin doon, kahit may 1/3 na.
Tatagal na naman ito.
Hindi, kasi wala tayong magawa yan. Yung
Oo.
Supreme Court ruling
Okay.
Yan, binasa ko
but
kanina
from the evidence that you have in front of you and what has happened over the past 3 years of this unit team of President Marcos and Vice President Sara Duterte and this massive corruption scandal, not in the billions, not the hundreds of billions, but in the trillions, should both of them be impeached?
Should both of them be impeached, no? Unahin natin, no? Unahin muna natin doon sa Vice President, no? Assuming first of all, I'm for accountability. Liwanagin natin,
yes.
okay? Assuming parehong-pareho yung ifa-file. 'Di ba? Ang hirap eh. 'Di ba? Ibig sabihin, hindi ba kami nag-aastang holier than thou? Hindi ba kami ipokrito na yung ayaw ng mga kasamahan kong isiwalat yung alam nila tungkol sa kay Saldico at sa former speaker? Ayaw nilang sabihin kung ano yung mga alam nila. Pero pagdating dito kay Sara Duterte, gusto nilang maging accountable. Ibig sabihin, dito hindi nila hinihinga ng accountability. It's not because naintindihan ko yung argument ng iba. It's not mutually exclusive, di ba? Pero di ba, bago mo naman tignan yung mukha ng ibang tao, manalamin ka muna.
Oo.
Di ba? Yun naman sinasabi ko. Of course, yung mga kontra dito, sinasabi pro DDS daw ako. Hindi ako pro DDS. Never ako naging kakampi. Ang akin lang, ayoko yung nagmamalinis ka, yung pinapalabas mo para pagtakpan yung kamalian mo, gusto mong palabasin, mas madumi yung ibang tao sa iyo. Ang pinagkukumpara natin dito, 150 million kumpara sa trillion. Number one yan.
Okay.
Number two.
Okay.
Number two. Yung Vice President is not immune from suit. Kaya nga pwede sa ombudsman eh. So hindi ko naman sinasabing wag siyang panagutin eh. Sinasabi ko lang, wag tayong magmalinis at palabasin na mas masama yung iba para mapagtakpan yung kamalian na gusto nating pagtakpan.
So when
Yun
all is said and done, Kong Toby, so you see President Marcos and VP Sara still in their positions by 2028 in the next elections?
No. Isa lang ako ha. Isa lang ako. Rico.
You personally.
Hindi, isa lang ako. So ang akin, wala na ring punto na isikreto ngayon yung impeachment eh. Di ba? Dati kasi kaya sinisikreto yan, gusto nilang makagather ng 1/3, tapos tsaka nila ifa-file. So pagdating sa, that being said, ganun pa rin, basahin ko rin. Alam mo, Rico, ang unang-unang impeachment na na-experience ko is yung kay Mercedes Gutierrez. Di ba? Ombudsman ni GMA,
Yes.
in-impeach nun. Alam mo, hindi ko kakampi si GMA the whole time. So, ibig sabihin, kalaban ko rin yung ombudsman nun, di ba? Siyempre, ang gagamitin laban sa'yo is yung ombudsman. Alam mo, hindi ako naging vindictive. Ang ginawa ko nun, nag-email lang ako sa office ni Mercedes Gutierrez, hiningi ko yung mga sagot niya at pinag-aralan ko. Ganon din ang gagawin ko naman dito eh. Di ba? Sinasabi ko lang, parang ang hirap lang ng sitwasyon. Okay, pagdating naman dito kay President BBM, yun, papag-aralan yun natin kung ano yung sinasabi, yun ang pag-aaralan natin. Pero mahirap mag-speculate, di ba? Kasi mahirap magsabi based sa isang bagay na hindi pa natin alam kung ano yung nilalaman ng articles of impeachment. But I promise you, if you would ask me again pag may articles of impeachment, I will give a categorical answer.
I hear you throughout this interview. You talk about accountability and transparency. And I see you in very many media outlets talking about reform and justice.
Yes.
But many of your other fellow colleagues in Congress do not really talk about it. Do you feel like you're a lone wolf? Do you care about what other people say about you, your colleagues in the House?
No, because I'm only answerable to those people who voted for me. I'm accountable doon sa mga bumoto sa atin. Tsaka alam naman natin doon, di ba? Ang politika, di ba?
You don't care about what they say?
No. Because I'm accountable to those who voted for me.
2028 is just 2 years away. Tell our Filipino people right now what kind of president they should vote for. What kind of characteristics should they look for in the next chief executive of the Philippines?
Kung ako.
Yes.
Number one, yung talagang papanagutin lahat nung nasangkot sa corruption issue. So, number one sa akin yun. Non-negotiable sa akin yun. Non-negotiable sa akin yun.
Meron ka bang isang listahan where you have a short list of people that you would like to support for president in 2028?
No, I don't look at it that way because I've survived presidents na hindi ko kakampi, so I can work with a good president and I can oppose a president who I don't agree with. So, walang problema sa akin.
Congressman Toby Chanco, thank you so much for your insights and sharing your views on the political landscape here on Beyond the Exchange.
Thank you.
As the country demands answers, one thing is clear. Without accountability, there can be no real justice and no real change. I'm Rico Hizon. Join us again next time.